And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Renda Digital TV's presentation of the Indiana High School baseball team. They are the #1 team in the state, #1 team in Quad A, and #1 team in the WPIAL, and #1 team in Section 3 of the WPIAL Quad A. They have a section matchup today against the Derry Trojans. Indiana's 10-0, 5-0 in the section. Derry comes in at 4-5, 3-2 in the section. Derry is fighting for second place in the section right now, and a win against Indiana sure would be a feather in their cap. Indiana's had a chaotic week, to say the least. They've been able to get all the wins that they needed. However, they have, with the rain we had, the schedule has been a little bit choppy. They played last Saturday in a day that was about 42 degrees against the Derry Trojans, got the victory then. And then they played Monday here against Greensburg-Salem, got the win. Then Tuesday they went back down to Greensburg-Salem, played, got 3 innings done, and then the rains came. So then they had to go back on Wednesday to finish that game, and they got the 7-0 win against Greensburg-Salem. So that's how their week is set up. And I think they're quite honestly looking forward to this Easter break. If they, after today's game, they won't play again till Tuesday. They'll play the Knock Knights at Knock. I believe that's going to be at Butler's Pullman Park on Tuesday, and then they'll be back here at the White Township Recreation Facility on Wednesday for a 4 o'clock matchup with the Knock Knights. Indiana comes in, and this pregame show is sponsored by the law offices of Patrick Doherty. And Indiana comes in. We got some statistics to look at here real quick. Obviously, we know about their record, but Indiana as a team has an average of .320 on the season. They are being powered right now by Mark Collinger. Mark Collinger comes into today's action batting .450. He leads the team in hits with 14 in 31 at-bats. The majority of those are singles, but he does have 3 doubles and a triple. He also leads the team in RBI, having driven in 10 runs for the Indians. Carter Putt is right on his heels, however. The center fielder, the senior center fielder, is batting .360 on the season. He has 9 hits in 25 at-bats, but his on-base percentage is .541, so he's getting on base over 50% of the time. He also has scored 11 runs. He has 11 walks. Indiana as a team is batting .320, as we said. They have a .464 on-base percentage. And Coach Dan Petroff, when he gets guys on base, he likes to put them in motion, put a lot of pressure on opposing defenses. For the Derry Trojans, they come in. They're batting .265 as a team. They have 56 hits on the season and 211 at-bats. They are led by Anthony Sacco, the sophomore catcher. And if you know the name Sacco, that's a Homer Center name. His dad, I believe, is Greg Sacco from the Homer City area originally. So it's good to see him back here in Indiana County. But he's batting .400 for the Trojans. He has 10 hits in 25 at-bats. John Wozniak is batting .391. He has 9 hits in 23 at-bats. So those are the guys that kind of run the show for the offense. As we go along, we'll talk about pitching today. Today's pitching matchup is going to feature, for Indiana, Brady Oaks. He's a sophomore. And for Derry, Caden McCune. They'll be here doing the pitching today. So we're going to take our first break. You're listening to Indiana High School Baseball on Renda Digital TV, and this is the Law Office of Patrick Doherty pregame show.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
We all know life can get tough. Maybe it's a legal battle you never saw coming, a criminal charge, a family dispute, or planning for the future. In those moments, you need someone who truly cares. I'm Patrick Doherty. I've spent my career standing beside good people through difficult times. Whether it's criminal defense, real estate, estate planning, or family law, my wife Amy and I are here to fight and guide you forward. When life gets tough, you don't have to face it alone. Call the gold-winning team of the Law Office of Patrick Doherty.
Spring has arrived, and now is the time. Now is the time to talk to Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning. The team at Anderson's can show you the many different options you have to air condition your home, from attic units to mini-split systems to retrofitting your existing furnace. Great brands such as Mainline and Trane available, and free estimates. Don't wait. Get your home fitted with the best in heating and AC from the team at Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning, 724-465-8923. PA license 677.
The new Boost Mobile will have unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 per month.
And what do non-employees have to pay?
That is what non-employees pay.
So if I quit right now, I will still get it.
Yes, but are you quitting?
No, are you quitting?
Big news, Indiana. This is Zach from SeaWorld, now your local Boost Mobile dealer. Unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month. No contracts, no hidden fees, just fast, reliable service at an unbeatable price. Stop by SeaWorld Satellites today and switch to Boost.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Indiana's premier fitness facility, Sobek Fitness, is excited to be a sponsor of Lil Indians Athletics and this exciting matchup. Sobek Fitness is Indiana's only open-floor gym. One step inside and you will realize this is no ordinary gym. Sobek has the largest selection of equipment to choose from, including plate-loaded machines and plate select machines. Whether you are a seasoned veteran or new to a gym, Sobek has the equipment for your needs. Call Sobek Fitness to join, 724-801-8170, or check them out online at sobekfitness.com.
And welcome back to the White Township Recreation Complex for today's Indiana High School matchup with Derry area Trojans. This pregame show for Indiana baseball is brought to you by the Law Office of Patrick Doherty. So let's look a little deeper at the pitching matchups. First for Derry, Caden McCune. He's a senior. He is, according to Max Preps, he only has one appearance. So we don't really have too many stats on him on the mound. It looks like he's faced 4 batters this season. For Indiana, they have Brady Oakes going on to the mound, and Brady has thrown 6 1/3 innings. He's pitched in 4 games, faced 28 batters. He has 1 win. He's given up 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned. Walked 3, struck out 12. He is a left-hander, and his ERA is 1.11. So that's how the pitching matchups look. Let's take a look quickly at the starting lineups. The starting lineups today are brought to you by Indiana County Technology Center. Indiana County Technology Center providing the necessary tools to jumpstart your future. Visit their website at ictc.edu. For Derry, the visitors, they'll line up this way. Leading off, playing center field is John Wozniak. Batting second and catching is Anthony Sacco. Batting third and playing shortstop is Kason Long. Batting fourth and playing first base is Max Doherty. Batting fifth and playing left field is Mason Fridley. Batting sixth, playing second base is Parker Petrosky. Batting seventh, playing third base is Colin Barkley. Batting eighth and pitching is Caden McCune. And batting ninth and playing right field is Liam McMahon. For Indiana, they line up this way. Leading off, the senior Carter Putt. He'll play center field. Batting second will be the left fielder, Tim Birch. He's also a senior. Batting third will be the catcher, and that's Ethan Shank. Batting fourth will be the designated hitter, Mark Collinger. Batting fifth will be Charlie Manzi. He's playing third base. Batting sixth and playing first base is Sully Van Hoos. Batting seventh and playing second base is Caden Force. Batting eighth and playing right field is Rocco Cosentino. And playing shortstop and batting ninth is Will Olson. That's your starting lineups brought to you by Indiana County Technology Center. We're going to take one more quick break, and we'll be back with the first pitch after this on.
It's time to change the game. Force Turf Solutions is changing the way the game is played, designing, installing, and upgrading synthetic turf fields across the country from right here in Indiana, PA, with unmatched expertise. High schools to pro teams, community complexes to major college stadiums, Force Turf delivers top-tier performance. Building new, converting grass, replacing old turf, no matter the project, Force Turf Solutions brings the experience and precision you need. Play smarter, play stronger, play with Force. Online at forceturfsolutions.com.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
And we're back at the White Township Recreation Complex. We apologize. They are going to start about 3 minutes early here today. And so that's where we are. As we said on the mound, the battery for Indiana is Brady Oakes. Behind the plate is Ethan Shank. Stepping in is John Wozniak for the Derry Trojans. First pitch, hit up the middle off Oakes' glove to the shortstop. Throw on to first and got him. Good play by Will Olson to hang on to that 1-6-3 putout. First pitch was at 4:12. It is a sunshiny day here at the White Township Athletic Facility. Our game time temperature here at East Pike is 60 degrees and sunny. Stepping in is Anthony Sacco. He leads the Derry Trojans in hitting. Oakes is a left-hander. And that's strike one. As we said, Sacco has Indiana County roots. His family is from the Homer Center area. Oakes with the 0-1. Ball low. Oakes is one of the pleasant additions to this Indiana pitching staff. That's a ball inside to make it 2-1 on Anthony Sacco. Sacco's doing the catching today. And that ball is flied to center field. Carter Putt has a beat on it and squeezes it for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Brady Oakes. Bringing in the shortstop, Kason Long. Long on the season is batting .368. He has 7 hits, 7 RBI, 2 doubles, and 1 home run. So he provides a little pop. Those statistics are brought to you by Crimson Wealth Management. Call Doug Steve for all your wealth management needs. First pitch, ball low from Oakes. Just an absolutely picture-perfect day. Lovely crowd here starting to fill in for our 4:15 game time. Strike one on the outside corner. 1-1 is the count on the shortstop, Kason Long. Oakes gets his sign. Ball up high. 2 balls and 1 strike now on Long. As I mentioned, these two teams played on Saturday in much different weather. 42 degrees and drizzle. Strike 2 at the knees. Andy Brown is calling the balls and strikes behind the plate today. So the 2-2 pitch to Kason Long. Oakes gets his sign, kicks and delivers. Ball is popped out of play. We'll line it up again. Oaks gets a sign from Shank. Ball outside all the way to the backstop. It is a concrete backstop here at the White Township Recreation Facility. So the ball does take some kicks. So it's a 3-2 count on Kaysen Long. There's another foul ball off the right side. As I was saying, Oaks is a pleasant addition to this Indiana pitching staff. As we know, you know about Minnick, you know about Okapal, you know about Van Hoos. Oaks gives them a left-handed look, and there's strike 3 swinging. So the Trojans go down 1-2-3, no runs, no hits, no one left. After 1/2 inning, Indiana leads. It's not. We all know life can get tough. Maybe it's a legal battle you never saw coming, a criminal charge, a family dispute, or planning for the future. In those moments, you need someone who truly cares. I'm Patrick Doherty. I've spent my career standing beside good people through difficult times. Whether it's criminal defense, real estate, estate planning, or family law, my wife Amy and I are here to fight and guide you forward. When life gets tough, you don't have to face it alone. Call the gold-winning team of the law office of Patrick Doherty.
It's time to change the game. Force Turf Solutions is changing the way the game is played, designing, installing, and upgrading synthetic turf fields across the country from right here in Indiana, PA, with unmatched expertise. High schools to pro teams, community complexes to major college stadiums, Force Turf delivers top-tier performance. Building new, converting grass, replacing old turf, no matter the project, Force Turf Solutions brings the experience and precision you need. Play smarter, play stronger, play with Force. Online at forceturfsolutions.com.
And we're back here at the White Township Athletic Complex for Indiana Baseball, presented by Force Turf Solutions and Sobek Fitness. The team at Force Turf Solutions is proud to co-present Indiana Baseball. Good luck to the players and coaches. If you're looking into building a new field, converting an existing field, or replacing an existing synthetic turf field, then reach out to the team at Force Turf Solutions, forceturfsolutions.com. And that's ball 1 as Carter Putt steps in for Indiana. The battery for Derry is Caden McCune and Anthony Sacco. And there's a ball up. 2-0. Carter Putt steps in for Indiana. As we said in the pregame show, 3-0. Carter is batting .360, is 9 hits on the season, scored 11 runs and has walked 11 times and only struck out 6. So he's looking to be a starter for Indiana. And that's ball 4. Stepping into the plate is Tim Birch. Tim's a senior. He's committed to play ball at Seton Hill next year. And Tim steps in. He's batting .300. He has 6 hits. His on-base percentage is .462. And there's ball 1. Tim's playing left field today. He's a left-handed batter. And there's this ball that's smoked. And that's going to get down in the left field, and Putt's going to go to third. And he'll be in there, and Birch backfills to second. Good piece of hitting by Tim Birch going the opposite way. Carter Putt goes all the way to third base, going first to third. Bringing to the plate the catcher, Ethan Shank. Shank steps in. Ethan steps in. He's batting .290. He has 8 hits, 6 singles. His on-base percentage, though, is .488. So he gets hit by a pitch basically every game. And there's strike 1 in there on the catcher, Ethan Shank. What an absolutely perfect day here at the ballpark. McCune gets his sign, and that's a ball on the outside part of the plate. McCune is also a left-hander, so we got a battle of left-handers here today. 1-1 is the count on the catcher, Ethan Shank. Shank rips one into the left field. It's going to score putt, and they're going to hold Birch at third. Ethan Shank with a hard-hit single. And Carter Putt scores the first run to give Indiana a 1-0 lead. Birch advances to third, and we're going to have a courtesy runner. That's going to be Chase Force, courtesy running for Ethan Shank. As you may know, in high school baseball, you can courtesy run for your catcher and your pitcher with any player that's not in the lineup. So first and third, Mark Collinger. Mark steps in. He is leading the team in hitting. He is a hot bat. He has just been doing a tremendous job this season. And there's one to the third baseman, hard hit. That's going to score a run, and that's going to be an error on the third baseman. It wasn't fielded cleanly, and then the throw was high. Collinger reaches, and the second Indiana run scores, driven in by Mark Collinger. On the play, Force goes to second. That's going to be an E5. And Charlie Manzi steps in. Charlie's the third baseman today. He's the batting fifth in the lineup. He's batting .270. He's got 6 hits. Charlie has a lot of pop in his bat. And he has got runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. McCune gets his sign. And that's ball outside. 2 balls on Charlie Manzi. Runner in motion, that's a single through the hole. Coach Petroff sends Force home. Force was running on the pitch, and he comes in to score on the single by Charlie Manzi, making it 3-0 Indiana here in the bottom of the first, and still nobody out. Stepping into the plate now, and Collinger went to second. Sully Van Hoos, he's playing first base today. Sully steps in. He's batting .270, on base percentage of .360. And there's fouled back to the screen. Sully has 6 hits on the season. Still no outs here in the bottom of the first. Indiana leads 3-0. Runners on first and second are Manzi. At second is Collinger. McCune gets a sign. Ball in the dirt. Runners are going. Bang, bang, play at third. The umpire said he was safe. Third baseman showed him the ball, and boy, the Derry bench was not happy with that call. It looked very close. Collinger looked that it was close, but the field umpire said he was safe. So now Indiana has runners at second and third, nobody out. And Van Hoos is at the plate. The 1-1 pitch to Van Hoos. And that's ripped into the center field gap. That should score 2. Rounding third is Manzi. Throw comes in and it's cut off at second. Collinger and Manzi score on Van Hoos's single to left center. Now stepping into the plate is number 4, the second baseman, Caden Force. Force has really been a tremendous addition to Indiana's lineup this year. He has played both defensively, a solid glove at second, and come up with big hits. And there's a single into the right center field gap. Van Hoos on his horse. He's going to get to third. Goes first to third. Another single for Indiana. Caden Force. That's going to bring up Rocco Cosentino. Rocco had a home run in their last game. Looks like Derry's coach is going to ask for time. And we'll tell you a little bit about Rocco Cosentino here as we're waiting to see what happens here. Rocco, he has 9 hits on the season. He's batting .430, an on-base percentage of .600. He's got 2 home runs. He's been hit by the pitch 3 times. He scored 11 runs and has 9 RBI on the season. Indiana holds a 5-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. There's still nobody out. And the Trojans are discussing what to do next after this Indiana first inning barrage. Let's talk about Sobek Fitness real quick. Sobek Fitness is a presenting sponsor of Indiana baseball. It's Indiana's only open floor gym. One step inside and you'll realize there's no ordinary gym. The largest selection of equipment to pick from, including plate-loaded machines. For all your fitness needs, call Sobek Fitness, 724-801-8170. Sobek Fitness. Thank you for your sponsorship of Indiana baseball. And there's a ball by Cosentino, hit to the second baseman. It bounces off him. It's going to be close. The run will score. Cosentino is safe at first on the E4. That's an error on the second baseman. The run comes in and scores to make it 6-0 Indiana. And nothing is going right for the Derry Trojans at this point. On the play, Force advances to second. That brings up the shortstop, Will Olson, the 9th batter of the inning. And its first pitch is in for a strike on Olson. As a reminder, our statistics today are brought to you by Crimson Wealth Management. Call Doug Steve at Crimson Wealth Management for all your financial needs. And we have a timeout called on the field. That'll give us a chance to look at Will Olson's statistics. Will has played in 9 games, 14 plate appearances, 11 at-bats. He's batting .360, and that's a foul ball over Tyler Shank's head at the first base coach. And Will has 4 hits on the season. And McCune with the stretch and the pitch. That ball's chopped to the third baseman. Comes up with it. Throw on to first for the first out of the inning. And that brings the top of the lineup, Carter Putt. So Indiana has batted around here in the first inning. And they have plated 6 runs, 2 men on. Caden Force is at third. Rocco Cosentino at second. McCune looks into Putt. From the stretch, lefty on lefty. Strike 1 in there. McCune gets a sign from Sacco. And he delivers. Ball's inside. 1-1 is the count. Indiana's wearing their red tops with their white pants. Derry's wearing their blue tops with their white pants. Gold trim for Derry. And there's strike 2 called at the knees on Carter Putt. Carter's looking to put something in play here, try to get these 2 runs in. Fouled it off. Count remains at 1-2 on Carter Putt, the center fielder. And that's going to be a ground ball. The second baseman should score a run. And the out is recorded at first 4-3. But the run scores, and that's an RBI. Caden Force scores, plating Indiana's 7th run here in the first inning. Brings to the plate with 2 outs, Tim Birch. As we said, Tim Birch is committed to play baseball next year at Seton Hill University. Ball high to Tim Birch. Runner at third is Rocco Cosentino. And there's ball 2 to Tim. Want to give a little shout out to Jeff Putt, Carter's dad. He's with the JV today, and the JV's playing Greensburg-Salem at Greensburg-Salem, so he said he was going to tune in. And that ball's fouled down the left field side. Count is 1-2 on Tim Birch. It's hard when you have kids on both JV and varsity to split the time watching them. There's ball. 3 balls and 1 strike on senior Tim Birch. McCune with the 3-1 pitch. And that's down low for ball 4. So Tim Birch is on for the second time this inning. He doubled last time. That brings Ethan Shank to the plate. Ethan's 1 for 1 today. He had a single. Indiana would sure like to try to score these 2 runs. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Shank, chopper to the third baseman. He fields it on to first. Finally, the third out is recorded. Indiana, big inning. 7 runs in that inning. You're watching Indiana baseball presented by Sobek Fitness and Force Turf Solutions.
Veggie lovers. During Lent, Vocelli Pizza has a large spring veggie pizza for just $13.99. This Vocelli Pizza large spring veggie is topped with olives, fresh tomatoes, mushrooms, red onions, and green peppers that are grown locally at Yarnick's Farm Market. Yarnick's is recognized for superior quality and freshness. This is a great combination. Vocelli Pizza's large spring veggie pizza Lenten offer for just $13.99, topped with olives, tomatoes, mushrooms, red onions, and green peppers from Yarnick's Farm Market. Hurry, offer ends April 20th.
It's time to change the game. Force Turf Solutions is changing the way the game is played, designing, installing, and upgrading synthetic turf fields across the country from right here in Indiana, PA, with unmatched expertise. High schools to pro teams, community complexes to major college stadiums, Force Turf delivers top-tier performance. Building new, converting grass, replacing old turf, no matter the project, Force Turf Solutions brings the experience and precision you need. Play smarter, play stronger, play with Force. Online at forceturfsolutions.com.
And we're back here at the White Township Baseball Complex. Last inning, Indiana put 7 runs on 5 hits. There were 2 errors committed by Derry and 2 men left on base. Indiana batted through the order, actually sent 12 men to the plate last inning. And they hold the 7-0 lead. Nothing better as a young pitcher for Brady Oaks than to have a 7-run lead. Now he can just settle in and throw strikes. Max Doherty's going to step in. He's the first baseman for Derry. Max is batting .320, his 8 hits, his 4 RBI. And I apologize if these stats are incorrect. They're what we got from Max Preps. So blame your statistician who puts them in. Don't blame us. But good first inning for Indiana. Oaks is looking to get back on the bump. And that first pitch is popped out of play. For strike 1. And there's a 1 hopper back to Oaks. Oaks runs it halfway. Underhand flip to Van Hoos for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up Mason Fridley. Fridley's a senior. He's batting .200. He has 5 hits and 25 at-bats. He's a left-handed hitter. And there's strike 1 from Brady Oaks. As we said, Oaks is just a sophomore. And there's a hard hit ball to Caden Force. Force up with it. On to Sully Van Hoos to record the out. Out number 2. Very efficient so far for Brady Oaks. Parker Petrosky, the second baseman, will step in for Derry. Ball up. Petrosky steps in. He's batting .250. He's 5 hits in 27 plate appearances and 20 at-bats. Ball low. Good block by Shank. 2-0 on Parker Petrosky. And there's a strike on the outside corner to make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 2-2. Good job by Oaks to even this count up. Oaks gets the sign from Shank. He kicks and delivers. And there's a 1 hopper. It's going to be trouble. Shank fields it. On to Van Hoos. Nice play by Ethan Shank for the 2-3 put out for the 3rd out. Derry goes 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. You're watching Indiana Baseball. Sponsored by Forest Turf Solutions and Sobek Fitness.
Mechanical Group would like to wish the Indiana baseball and softball teams the best of luck. Penn Mechanical Group, a full-service contractor for the energy, civil construction, and utility industries, are looking for talented, hard-working individuals for their team. PMG has current positions that need to be filled for. Heavy equipment mechanic, equipment operator, service rig, wireline operator, CDL, Class A and B, rig moving operations. They want to talk to you. Home base is right here in Indiana. Apply online at PennMechanicalGroup.com. Go Indians!
Indiana's premier fitness facility, Sobek Fitness, is excited to be a sponsor of Little Indians Athletics and this exciting matchup. Sobek Fitness is Indiana's only open-floor gym. One step inside and you will realize this is no ordinary gym. Sobek has the largest selection of equipment to choose from, including plate-loaded machines and plate select machines. Whether you are a seasoned veteran or new to a gym, Sobek has the equipment for your needs. Call Sobek Fitness to join, 724-801-8170, or check them out online at SobekFitness.com.
And we're back at the White Township Athletic Complex. Indiana leads after 1.5, 7-0 against the Derry Trojans. Indiana sent 12 men to the plate in the bottom of the 1st inning against Caden McCune. And it looks like we do have a new pitcher for Derry. And I'm trying to get a number. It looks like number 11. Let me see what we can find on who they have out there now. It's a right-hander. And that's going to be Casey Rupert. Rupert is on to pitch for Derry. So Caden McCune goes 1 inning, gave up 7 runs, and is on the hook for the loss at this point. And Mark Collinger is going to step in for the Indians. And Collinger hits one to left. And it's going to hang up and be caught by the left fielder. That's Mason Fridley. Collinger put a charge in it, but just not enough. Charlie Manzi steps in. Manzi, last inning, singled. Came around and scored. Casey Rupert is on the mound for the Trojans. And there's a swing and a miss by Manzi. And I don't have any pitching statistics on Rupert. Time called. One strike on Charlie Manzi, the 3rd baseman. Rupert comes from the stretch. And there's an off-speed pitch, fouled off by Manzi to fall behind the count. 0-2. Rupert's ahead. Different look now for Derry with the right-hander versus the left-hander. And Manzi, little weak pop-up, and that's going to fall into the glove of the first baseman for out number 2. That's going to bring to the plate first baseman Sullivan Van Hoos. Van Hoos singled his last time up. He's 1-0 and came around and scored. Ball 1 by Rupert to Van Hoos. Rupert gets the sign from Sacco. Ball low and outside. 2-0 on Van Hoos. There's a shot into the shortstop, smothered. Nice play by the shortstop. Unable to come up with the play. What a nice play by Case and Long to keep that ball in the infield. And the throw to Max Doherty was just not able to get the scoop. Van Hoos reaches. I don't know how they're going to score that. I'd score that probably a hit, but we'll have to see that. Caden Force steps in. Force is 1 for 1 on the day. He singled and scored in the first. Van Hoos at first base. Rupert with the pitch. Force fouls it off down the third base side. And there's a ball. 1-1 on Caden Force, the second baseman. Caden came into the day batting 380. And there's a ball on the inside. His on base percentage is .533, 8 hits. And he scored 9 runs on the season. Rupert with the stretch and the pitch. And that's a pop-up down behind first base. Doherty on the move. The right fielder comes in, makes a diving attempt. Foul ball. Good effort by Liam McMahon to try to get to that ball just out of his reach. It's a nice diving attempt. So the count remains 2-2. There are 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Indiana leads 7-0. Caden Force steps in. Van Hoos gets a lead off first base. Rupert keeps an eye on him. Pitch to Force, and that's ripped into left field. That's going to be down for a single. They're going to hold Van Hoos. He's going to go. Safe at third. And on the play, Force goes to second. Coach Petroff was holding Van Hoos at second. He ran right through the stop sign. But Caden Force ends up at second. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Bringing to the plate Rocco Cosentino. Rocco reached on error by the second baseman in the first. Indiana has a good number of left-handed hitters in this lineup. Rocco's one of them. He's in right field today. Rupert sets. Runners at second and third. Ball outside. Force is at second. Van Hoos is at third. 1 ball, 2 outs. Indiana leads 7-0. Bottom of the second inning. Ball low. Good block by Sacco to keep that there. 2-0 on Cosentino. Rupert gets a sign. From the stretch, he takes a look at his runners. Comes home, ball 3. 3-0 on Rocco Cosentino. Runners on second and third. See if Coach Petroff gives him the green light, 3-0. Highly doubt it. And that's ball 4 to load the bases. That's going to bring up Will Olson. Olson grounded out to the third baseman to record the first out in the bottom of the first inning. Bases are loaded. Rupert and Sacco are having a conversation. They're on the same page. Sacco returns back to the plate. Olson's at shortstop today. And he's batting .360. He's got 14 plate appearances, 4 hits, and that's ball 1. Olson has very colorful batting gloves, purple and teal almost, and a teal elbow guard. Very flashy. And that's a ball, and that's going to be hit to shortstop. Shortstop is up, on to first, safe. The field umpire, Brian Burns, said he was off the bag at first. That's going to score a run for Indiana. And Olson's going to reach. That's got to be ruled an error on the first baseman. Really nice play by Cason Long in the hole, set his feet, made a good throw. And unfortunately, first baseman pulled off. So that's going to be E3 for Olson. Brings Carter Putt to the plate for his 3rd plate appearance. Walked in the first and grounded out to second. Ball outside on Carter Putt. Our good friend, athletic director Dan Roan, is in the booth with his daughter Carson. Regulars here at the White Township Complex for Indiana baseball, as well as every other sport that Indiana has.
We do it all.
2 balls on Carter Putt. It's his 3rd at bat. Here, we're only in the 2nd inning. Strike called on the outside corner to make it 2 balls and 1 strike on Carter Putt. Rupert with the pitch to Putt. That's a ball on the outside. Count runs 3 balls, 1 strike. Bases are full of Indians. You've got Force at third. You've got Cosentino at second and Olson at first. 3-1 pitch to Putt. Fouls it out of play. So now we're going to have 2 outs. The merry-go-round's going to be moving. They'll be running on the pitch. Putt's looking to cash a couple of these runs in. They got to make sure the pitcher goes home, and then the runners will be off. And they're off. Ball 4. Putt walks, draws in Caden Force, and everybody moves up a base. Cosentino to third, Olson to second. Tim Birch steps in. Tim Birch is 1 for 1. In the first, he had a double, and then he walked. Scored a run in the first. Bases remain loaded with 2 outs. Rupert. Ball 1 to Birch. And that's ball down low. So it started out getting the first 2 outs very quickly with Collinger and Manzi. Rupert has found himself in some trouble here with the single by Van Hoos, the double by Force, a walk and error, and Indiana's plated 2 more runs here this inning. And there's a strike to Tim Birch. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Bases are loaded. Rupert with the stretch and the pitch. And that's hit right up the middle. It's going to be to the shortstop and on to first base. Good play by Case and Long to stick with that and throw Tim Birch out. Indiana plates 2 runs. You're watching Indiana Baseball, presented by Force Turf Solutions and Sobek Fitness.
It's time to change the game. Force Turf Solutions is changing the way the game is played, designing, installing, and upgrading synthetic turf fields across the country from right here in Indiana, PA, with unmatched expertise. High schools to pro teams, community complexes to major college stadiums, Force Turf delivers top-tier performance. Building new, converting grass, replacing old turf, no matter the project, Force Turf Solutions brings the experience and precision you need. Play smarter, play stronger, play with Force. Online at forceturfsolutions.com.
Indiana's premier fitness facility, Sobek Fitness, is excited to be a sponsor of Little Indians Athletics and this exciting matchup. Sobek Fitness is Indiana's only open-floor gym. One step inside and you will realize this is no ordinary gym. Sobek has the largest selection of equipment to choose from, including plate-loaded machines and plate select machines. Whether you are a seasoned veteran or new to a gym, Sobek has the equipment for your needs. Call Sobek Fitness to join, 724-801-8170, or check them out online at sobekfitness.com.
And we're back here at the White Township Athletic Complex. Indiana leads at the top of the third, 9-0. In between innings, manager Tom Kelly from Derry was having a heated conversation with Andy Brown. I'm not sure what that's all about, but certainly, hopefully they can get their bats going. If you're Derry, you got to put some runs up to try to keep pace with Indiana here, and they're going to be batting 7, 8, 9 this inning as they try to get something going against Indiana's left-hander Brady Oaks. Colin Barkley, the third baseman, is going to step in and lead off for the Trojans. And Colin Barkley steps in for the Trojans. Brady Oaks kicks and delivers. That ball is hit, and there's a single to lead off for Colin Barkley. That's the first hit of the day given up by Brady Oaks. That'll bring up Caden McCune. Actually, let's see, that might not be. That's going to be 34 is going to step in, and that's Michael Aaron. Michael Aaron is going to bat. And he's going to pinch hit. So we'll see what goes on moving forward. But Michael Aaron steps in, man on first. And Oaks ball 1. Barkley singled. Oaks checks the runner. And there's a ball on the outside. 2-0 on Michael Aaron. Aaron steps in as a pinch hitter, batting for Casey Rupert. And there's a swing. 2 balls and 1 strike. Oaks sets. Fouled out of play to even the count at 2-2. That's a ball down low. We're going to have a full count now on Michael Aaron, the pinch hitter for Derry. Indiana leads 9-0 here in the top of the third. And there's ball 4. Aaron draws the walk. So Derry has 2 men on, and that's going to bring to the plate number 16, the right fielder, Liam McMahon. Derry has their first threat of the ballgame, first time a runner's been on, and the first time they've gotten to second base. There's strike 1 from Oaks. You know, as a pitcher, all this sitting around when your team's batting sometimes gets you out of the groove. So let's see if he can get settled back in. Ball down low. Indiana leads 9-0 here in the top of the third. There are no outs. Derry has 2 men on. First and second. Time called by Ethan Shank, asking for a new baseball. Oaks checks the sign from Shank. Checks his runners. Ball down low. 2 balls, 1 strike on Liam McMahon. There's some action in the Derry bullpen. And that ball's popped up. Shortstop's calling for it and makes the play on the infield fly rule. So that's 1 out. Will Olson with the nice play to squeeze that. That brings up the top of the order, John Wozniak. He's the center field. Wozniak was out in the first inning on a 1-6-3 ground out off of Brady Oaks. Ball low. So Oaks has fallen behind the hitters here in this third inning. Got to try to get ahead of them. Ball low on the outside, 2-0. Wozniak playing center field today. Ball in the dirt again. Shank did a good job of smothering that ball. No runners advanced. But it's 3-0 on the leadoff man, John Wozniak. The dangerous Anthony Sacco is on deck. Best hitter for the Trojans this season. Ball 4. So that's a 4-pitch walk to load the bases for Derry, and Anthony Sacco steps up. Coach Dan Petrov's going to go out and have a talk with John Wozniak, with Brady Oaks. This time we'd like to thank Force Turf Solutions for being a presenting sponsor. The team at Force Turf Solutions is proud to be a co-presenting sponsor of Indiana baseball. Good luck to the players and coaches this season. If you're looking into building a new field, converting an existing field, or replacing an existing synthetic turf field, then reach out to Force Turf Solutions. For more information, go to www.forceturfsolutions.com. That's www.forceturfsolutions.com. All right, Coach Petrov is done giving instructions to Brady Oaks. Bases loaded here for Derry here in the third. There's 1 out. Indiana's looking to turn a double play. Pitch to Sacco, swing and a miss. Anthony Sacco coming into the day was batting .400 for Derry. Oaks sets and fires. Ball high. Evens the count at 1-1. There's a ball. It's going to be a bleeder, and that could get down. And it does. That's going to bring in 1 run. Putt gets the ball and brings it in. Just a little bleeder by Sacco, but that's all they needed to score Barkley. And runners are so Michael Aaron goes to third. Barkley comes in and scores. Wozniak goes to second. And then Sacco's at first. Kaysen Long, the shortstop. He's made a couple nice plays in the field. Strike 1. Kaysen Long struck out swinging to end the first. Oaks is looking to try to get the second out of this 3rd inning. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Oaks is ahead on Long. Strikeout or a pop-up would be ideal here to try to prevent Derry from scoring another run. Oaks. And that's fouled out of play. Count remains 0-2 on the shortstop, Kaysen Long. He bats third for the Trojans. Oaks with the pitch. Ball outside. So Derry's got a little something cooking here in the top half of the 3rd inning. See if Oaks can shut the door. 2-2 now on Kaysen Long. Oaks has thrown a lot of pitches here in this 3rd inning after 2 perfect innings, the first 2. And there's a swing and a miss. Long goes down for his 2nd strikeout. Kaysen Long went soft on that. I'm sorry. Oaks went soft on that and was able to just get him to chase. We're going to have a courtesy runner coming into the game for Anthony Sacco. That courtesy runner is going to be Matt Farrell. So there's 2 outs now. Bases remain loaded. Max Doherty, the first baseman, steps in. And there's a foul tip into the glove of Ethan Shank. First time up, Doherty grounded out to the pitcher, Brady Oaks. Oaks gets the sign. There's a swing and a miss. And the throw on the back pick, safe at second. Ethan Shank thought he got the guy on second leaning. Perfect throw, really close play there. 2 strikes. 2 outs, bases loaded. Oaks is looking to close the door here. Ball high. Shank was basically standing straight up there. He wanted that pitch up, trying to get a chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Max Doherty, the first baseman. And there's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll end the inning. So Derry gets on the board, 1 run on a couple of hits. You're watching Indiana Baseball, presented by Force Turf Solutions and Sobek Fitness.
It's time to change the game. Force Turf Solutions is changing the way the game is played, designing, installing, and upgrading synthetic turf fields across the country from right here in Indiana, PA, with unmatched expertise. High schools to pro teams, community complexes to major college stadiums, Force Turf delivers top-tier performance. Building new, converting grass, replacing old turf, no matter the project, Force Turf Solutions brings the experience and precision you need. Play smarter, play stronger, play with Force. Online at forceturfsolutions.com.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
And we're back here at the White Township Athletic Complex. Derry has some changes. Parker Petrosky's going to go to the mound. And we're not sure about who's playing where. I'm trying to get some numbers. It looks like number 16 that's Liam McMahon. He goes to second base. And we'll just have to see where else the changes are. So Indiana leads Derry 9-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. And they are on their third pitcher of the day, Parker Petrosky, as Ethan Shank gets ready to step in for the Indians. Ethan is 1 for 2. He batted twice in the first inning, and he singled and grounded out to the third baseman. And there's a ball hit to shortstop. Long on to first, over, throws it. Shank's going to be safe at first. That's an error on the shortstop. Case and Long. And we're going to have a courtesy runner again. That's Chase Force running for Ethan Shank. And that brings up Mark Collinger. Mark Collinger on the day in the first inning, he reached on error by the third baseman and flew out to left field. I want to thank our friends at Crimson Wealth Management for our in-game statistics sponsors. Ball down and out for ball one to Mark Collinger. Parker Petrosky on the season. Let's see if he's got any pitching stats. And it does not appear that he does. No, I take that back. Parker Petrosky, he is a sophomore. He's got 2 appearances and an ERA of 10.5. 2 balls on Mark Collinger. That ball is popped up. Throws the bat in disgust as it goes to center. And the ball falls in, and they're going to have a close play at second. And Force is safe at second. That ball dropped in kind of the Bermuda Triangle between the right fielder, center fielder, and the second baseman. So Collinger reaches. Not sure how they're going to rule that. We'll have to see. That brings Charlie Manzi to the plate. Charlie Manzi is 1 for 2. He singled in the first, and he popped out to first base in the second. 2 men on for the Indians, nobody out. Manzi chopper down foul right outside of the third base coach's box. So Indiana's averaging just around 10 runs a game. And they really haven't gotten Charlie Manzi's bat going yet. Last couple games, you're starting to see some signs. He's hitting the ball hard, but we're not seeing the extra base hits. And they said he went around for strike 2. But as we saw last year, as the weather heated up, so did Charlie Manzi. So Indiana needs his bat to get some power to this lineup. 2 men on. And there's a pitch ball up. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Charlie Manzi. No outs here in the bottom of the third. Indiana leads 9-1. Parker Petrosky looks. He sets, he delivers. Ball in the dirt. Runners will advance. Good read by Chase Force on that. Sacco did a good job of blocking that ball that was in the dirt. However, Force had a great jump and was able to get to third. So now you got 2 men in scoring position for Manzi as a 2-2 count. And the pitch. Ball outside. Full count on Charlie Manzi. Parker Petrosky is the 3rd pitcher of the day for the Derry Trojans. Fouled over towards the third base dugout. like to take this time to thank our producer, Samantha Snedden, and John Smathers, our jack of all trades, I guess is what I'd call him, master of all, to get us on the air here with Renda Digital TV. Manzi rips one foul just outside the third base dugout. Full count. Runner at second is Collinger. Runner at third is Chase Force. He's courtesy running for Ethan Shank. Manzi sets in. And the pitch fouled back. Just hangs on. Manzi did a good job there of spoiling that pitch. Just getting enough on it to stay alive. Petrosky sets. And the pitch to Manzi. Manzi rips one to left. Left fielder's going back, and it's down. That should score 2. Manzi's easily into second, and they hold him. They held Collinger at second. Manzi doubles to left field. That scores Chase Force. Indiana now leads 10-1. Collinger goes to third. Manzi at second. Brings up Sully Van Hoos. Van Hoos on the day is 2 for 2. 2 singles. Scored 2 runs. There's a chopper to the third baseman. He's going to come home with it. Ball's high. Safe. Good hustle by Mark Collinger to get under that tag. It wasn't a good throw. Sacco had to go up the ladder to get it, and no real chance. So Van Hoos reaches on the fielder's choice. And Manzi goes to third. And Caden Force steps in. Force on the day is 2 for 2. He doubled last time up in the second, and he singled in the first. Scored 2 runs. Van Hoos gets a lead off first. And that's ripped at the left fielder, and it's going to be down, and that'll score a run. Force stays hot with his 3rd hit of the day. And that drives in Charlie Manzi. Indiana now leads 12-1. Van Hoos goes to second. And that brings up the right fielder, Rocco Cosentino. Cosentino reached on an error in the first and walked in the second. And he pops one up. Sacco makes a look, and it's up into the upper deck. And kicked back down. So 1 strike on Rocco Cosentino. Parker Petrosky is looking to get out of this jam. After Derry put up a run in the top of the 3rd, they've now given up 3 here in the bottom of the 3rd, as Indiana just continues to put pressure on this Derry defense, and we have an equipment problem. Catcher Anthony Sacco's helmet. So let's talk about Sobek Fitness. The team at Sobek Fitness, it's Indiana's only open floor gym. One step inside and you will realize this is no ordinary gym. The largest selection of equipment to pick from, including plate-loaded machines and plate select machines. Sobek Fitness is open 24/7. Join anytime and receive access via your cell phone. Call Sobek Fitness 724-801-8170 or email mike@sobekfitness.com. We also want to thank Crimson Wealth Management for their sponsor and support of Indiana baseball by sponsoring our in-game statistics. And our other co-presenting sponsor is Force Turf Solutions. Thank you for your support of Indiana baseball. Okay, so now that it looks like the equipment issue is fixed, Cosentino steps back in. He's got 1 strike. Parker Petrosky, the 3rd pitcher of the day for Derry. He rocks and fires. Cosentino takes a ball down. Popped up. Play by the third baseman, and he makes the catch right in front of the Derry dugout. It's Colin Barkley. And that brings up Will Olson. Olson's 0 for 2. He reached on an error in the second. And that's a one hopper back to the pitcher, Petrosky Fields, on to first, and there's an out. The runners do advance. Bringing to the plate Carter Putt. So Putt steps in. This is his fourth at-bat of the game. Fouls the pitch back off the screen. Carter Putt has walked twice and grounded out to the second baseman. He scored a run in the first. Carter's looking to drive in. There's 2 men in scoring position. Indiana leads 12-0. That's stroked to the center field. Let's see, and it hangs up. He makes the catch for the third out of the inning. Carter put a charge in it, just not enough. Indiana scores 3. The score is now Indiana 12, Derry 1. You're watching Indiana Baseball, brought to you by Force Turf Solutions and Sobek Fitness.
Hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
And we're back here at the White Township Athletic Complex. We're going to have a new pitcher for the Indians, and that's going to be senior Mark Collinger. Mark steps in and gets his warm-up tosses. And let's see what we have on Mark on the season. He is committed to go play baseball at Mercyhurst next season. And we have some other defensive changes. Mikey Zimmerman goes into third. Jacob Sexton goes in to left. And it looks like Gavin Gonis is going to go into right. Putt will stay in center. And I think those are the only changes for the Indians. And we'll try to, let's see, Mark Collinger has thrown 5 1/3 innings, 4 games, 1 game started, and his ERA is 0. Mark has given up 1 hit and 1 run. First pitch, strike 1. And that's Mason Fridley in quickly 0-2 as he fouls that one off. Fridley grounded out to the second baseman in the second inning. Here we are in the top of the fourth. Indiana leads Derry 12-1. Collinger from the stretch. Off-speed pitch is fouled off by Fridley. Count remains 0-2. There's a foul ball off of Fridley's foot. Count will remain at 2 strikes. Collinger gets the sign. He steps off. And umpire Andy Brown is giving Collinger some instructions. I believe he put his hand to his mouth, which I don't believe he can do. One ball, 2 strikes, and they awarded a ball because of, technically it's a balk, but when there's nobody on, it's treated as a ball. And there's strike 3, swing and a miss for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Parker Petrosky. Parker's now the pitcher for Derry. He started at second base. He grounded out to the catcher on a 2-3 put out in the second inning. Collinger gets the sign. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Collinger can get that ball into the 90s. His fastball can touch the 90s. He is looking to go to Mercyhurst next year to play baseball. There's quickly 2-0. I'm sorry, 0-2 on Parker Petrosky. Collinger gets his sign. Ball high. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Collinger with his second strikeout of the inning. That'll bring up, let's see, that's number 8, and that is Donovan Trimble. Donovan Trimble is now in the game. This is his first plate appearance. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Collinger. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ball outside, just missed. Trimble wanted to go for it and held up. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Donovan Trimble. Collinger gets his sign, sets. Swing and a miss, fouled. Fouled off. Shank wasn't able to hang on to that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Donovan Trimble. Collinger. Ball in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Donovan Trimble. And there's another ball. Full count. They called another ball. That's a balk because he went to his mouth while he was on the mound. You're allowed to go to your mouth, but you can't be on the mound as you do it, and you have to wipe your hand off your pants. That fouled back off the screen. Count remains full, 3-2. Another foul. Trimble is giving Collinger a battle here. Full count. Ball 4. Oh, they said he went. Strike 3. Collinger strikes out the side. After 3.5, Indiana leads Derry 12-1. You're watching Indiana Baseball, presented by Force Turf Solutions and Sobek Fitness.
It's time to change the game. Force Turf Solutions is changing the way the game is played, designing, installing, and upgrading synthetic turf fields across the country from right here in Indiana, PA, with unmatched expertise. High schools to pro teams, community complexes to major college stadiums, Force Turf delivers top-tier performance. Building new, converting grass, replacing old turf, no matter the project, Force Turf Solutions brings the experience and precision you need. Play smarter, play stronger, play with Force. Online at forceturfsolutions.com.
Attention veggie lovers. During Lent, Vocelli Pizza has a large spring veggie pizza for just $13.99. This Vocelli Pizza large spring veggie is topped with olives, fresh tomatoes, mushrooms, red onions, and green peppers that are grown locally at Yarnick's Farm Market. Yarnick's is recognized for superior quality and freshness. This is a great combination. Vocelli Pizza's large spring veggie pizza Lenten offer for just $13.99, topped with olives, tomatoes, mushrooms, red onions, and green peppers from Yarnick's Farm Market. Hurry, offer ends April 20th.
And we're back at the Wayne Township Athletic Complex. Indiana leads Derry 12-1. It's the bottom of the 4th inning. You're watching Indiana Baseball, presented by Sobek Fitness and Force Turf Solutions. Indiana has some lineup changes. Jacob Sexton's going to step in and lead off. Jacob had 2 hits against Greensburg-Salem here on Monday. Hit one off the fence that actually ended the game, put Indiana into the mercy rule. There's a swing and a miss. Sexton's in the game. He's playing left field, but he's batting in Manzi's spot in the order. Oh, I apologize. He's batting in Birch's spot. My book was out of order, so he's going to bat in Tim Birch's spot. And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Jacob Sexton. Sexton ripped it right to the third baseman. It was dropped. But the third baseman recovers to make the play. Across the diamond, 5-3 on the putout. Sexton hit it hard right at third baseman. And the third baseman made a nice play. And let's see, Ethan Shank steps in. Shank reached on an error last time up. Error on the shortstop. He singled in the first and grounded out to third. First pitch by Petrosky is a strike. There's strike 2 by Parker Petrosky. Ethan Shank did not like that call. You can see he's frustrated. And as a catcher, you know the strike zone. Grounder to the second baseman. Second baseman on to first to record the out. Shank is out number 2, 4-3. And that's going to bring to the plate Mark Collinger. Collinger is now pitching. He started as a DH today. And Mark reached on an error in the first, flew out to left, and then reached, and he scored 2 runs today. In the third, he reached and came around to score. Bottom of the 4th inning, Indiana leads 12-1. They're 2 outs. Petrosky's first pitch to Collinger is a ball. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball to get ahead. One and one, evens the count. Ball 2. That pitch was down. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes now on Mark Collinger. And there's a rip right at the third baseman who makes the catch. Nice play there. And to end the inning. So Indiana goes 1-2-3. They still lead 12-1. You're watching Indiana Baseball, presented by Sobek Fitness and Force Turf Solutions.
The Indiana County Technology Center is now accepting enrollment in our adult education programs. The ICTC's adult education programs offer in-demand post-secondary programs tailored to empower student success. From cosmetology to welding and practical nursing, the ICTC has a program for everyone. Indiana County Technology Center, empowering tomorrow's workforce.
The new Boost Mobile will have unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 per month.
And what do non-employees have to pay?
That is what non-employees pay.
So, if I quit right now, I will still get it.
Yes, but are you quitting?
No, are you quitting?
Big news, Indiana. This is Zach from SeaWorld, now your local Boost Mobile dealer. Unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month. No contracts, no hidden fees, just fast, reliable service at an unbeatable price. Stop by SeaWorld Satellites today and switch to Boost.
And we're back here at the White Township Athletic Complex. Indiana leads Derry 12-1 as we enter the top of the 5th. Indiana has a new pitcher, and that's Charlie Manzi. Indiana has some other changes. John Cribbs is now playing first base. And let's see. Mikey Zimmerman remains at third. Chase Force is now at shortstop. He replaces Will Olson. Caden Force stays at second. And it looks like the outfield remains the same. And for Derry, it looks like we're going to have number 21, Colton Sanders, steps in. Strike one by Manzi. Strike two on the breaking ball. Manzi quickly ahead, 0-2 on Colton Sanders. Manzi rocks and fires. Strike three swinging. That's the 4th consecutive strikeout by Derry. And that's going to bring Liam McMahon to the plate for Derry. Manzi gets a sign from Shank. Breaking ball is in for a strike. Indiana just keeps throwing these pitchers out there at you. Makes it really hard on opposing teams. Ball inside. Manzi gets the sign from Shank. And the pitch. Breaking ball, ground ball to Mikey Zimmerman at third. Clean pick, on to first, sails it down to the right field line. The runner will go to second. That ball was over Cribbs' head. No real chance. That's going to be an E5. McMahon advances to second. That's a 2-base error. And let's see, that should bring to the plate number 5, John Wozniak. Wozniak on the day is 0 for 1. He grounded out in the first and walked in the second. Walked in his second plate appearance, which was in the 3rd inning. And Shank goes out to have a conversation with Charlie Manzi now with a runner on second, making sure the signs are straight. 1 out here in the top half of the 5th. Indiana leads 12-1. Trying to keep this a 10-run lead And that will end it due to the mercy rule. As you know, in high school sports, 10 runs after 5 innings is the mercy rule. Derry has a man on second. Manzi takes a look. Ball high to Wozniak. 1 ball. Manzi checks the runner. Forced jockeys in and out. Ball inside. 2-0 on the leadoff man, John Wozniak. Ball's popped up and out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike. Manzi from the stretch. Ball. He went breaking ball, and it just came out just a little too early. So the count runs to 3 balls and 1 strikes. 1 strike on John Wozniak. Man on second is Liam McMahon. Reached on the 2-base throwing error by Mikey Zimmerman. Manzi fastball, chopped. That's going to be foul ball. Fielded at third by Mike Zimmerman, but it's a foul ball. So that runs the count full. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Shortstop and second baseman are jockeying with Liam McMahon at second. Manzi comes home with the payoff pitch, ball 4. Ball high. So now Derry has runners on first and second. Bringing to the plate, Anthony Sacco. Sacco singled his last time up, a little bleeder, and flew out to center in the first. Fastball chopped to Manzi. He goes to second for 1. Throw is wild, and Derry's going to play to run. So McMahon comes around on the throwing area. They did get 1. Sacco reaches on a fielder's choice. It was 1-6 on the putout at second, but then a fielder's choice, and Sacco's going to go to second on the throwing error. So that's 2 errors in the inning on the Indians. They now lead 12-2. There are 2 outs. Now the umpires are discussing where to put Sacco. I think they're going to give him third base. 2 bases from the field on a throwing error, because that ball did go out of play into the Indiana dugout. So that's a 2-base throwing error. And that run is huge at third base, because if Derry can score here, it'll only be a 9-run Indiana lead. There are 2 outs. Cason Long steps in. Ball 1. Long is playing shortstop today. He struck out twice, once in the first and once in the third. Manzi popped up. Cribbs makes a beat on it, and that ball goes out of play. John Cribbs is now playing first base for the Indians. Count is 1-1 now on Cason Long. Manzi works from the windup. Off-speed pitch, and that's going to be up the middle. Shortstop, Chase Force on to first, and that's the ball game. 6-3 on the putout. Indiana wins this one against Derry 12-2. We'll be back after this. You're watching Indiana Baseball presented by Force Turf Solutions and Sobek Fitness.
Hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Spring has arrived, and now is the time. Now is the time to talk to Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning. The team at Anderson's can show you the many different options you have to air condition your home, from attic units to mini-split systems to retrofitting your existing furnace. Great brands such as Mainline and Train available, and free estimates. Don't wait. Get your home fitted with the best in heating and AC from the team at Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning, 724-465-8923. PA license 677.
Hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate does.
Indiana's premier fitness facility, Sobek Fitness, is excited to be a sponsor of Lil Indians Athletics and this exciting matchup. Sobek Fitness is Indiana's only open-floor gym. One step inside and you will realize this is no ordinary gym. Sobek has the largest selection of equipment to choose from, including plate-loaded machines and plate select machines. Whether you are a seasoned veteran or new to a gym, Sobek has the equipment for your needs. Call Sobek Fitness to join, 724-801-8170, or check them out online at sobekfitness.com.
Attention veggie lovers. During Lent, Vocelli Pizza has a large spring veggie pizza for just $13.99. This Vocelli Pizza large spring veggie is topped with olives, fresh tomatoes, mushrooms, red onions, and green peppers that are grown locally at Yarnick's Farm Market. Yarnick's is recognized for superior quality and freshness. This is a great combination. Vocelli Pizza's large spring veggie pizza Lenten offer for just $13.99, topped with olives, tomatoes, mushrooms, red onions, and green peppers from Yarnick's Farm Market. Hurry, offer ends April 20th.
Boost Mobile will have unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 per month.
And what do non-employees have to pay?
That is what non-employees pay.
So, if I quit right now, I will still get it.
Yes, but are you quitting?
No, are you quitting?
Big news, Indiana. This is Zach from SeaWorld, now your local Boost Mobile dealer. Unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month. No contracts, no hidden fees, just fast, reliable service at an unbeatable price. Stop by SeaWorld Satellites today and switch to Boost.
Penn Mechanical Group would like to wish the Indiana baseball and softball teams the best of luck. Penn Mechanical Group, a full-service contractor for the energy, civil construction, and utility industries, are looking for talented, hard-working individuals for their team. PMG has current positions that need to be filled for. Heavy equipment mechanic, equipment operator, service rig, wireline operator, CDL, Class A and B, rig moving operations. They want to talk to you. Home base is right here in Indiana. Apply online at PennMechanicalGroup.com. Go Indians! Spring has arrived, and now is the time. Now is the time to talk to Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning. The team at Anderson's can show you the many different options you have to air condition your home, from attic units to mini-split systems to retrofitting your existing furnace. Great brands such as Mainline and Train available, and free estimates. Don't wait. Get your home fitted with the best in heating and AC from the team at Anderson's Heating and Air Conditioning, 724-465-8923. PA license 677. Penn Mechanical Group would like to wish the Indiana baseball and softball teams the best of luck. Penn Mechanical Group, a full-service contractor for the energy, civil construction, and utility industries, are looking for talented, hard-working individuals for their team. PMG has current positions that need to be filled for. Heavy equipment mechanic, equipment operator, service rig, wireline operator, CDL, Class A and B, rig moving operations. They want to talk to you. Home base is right here in Indiana. Apply online at PennMechanicalGroup.com. Go Indians!
Indiana's premier fitness facility, Sobek Fitness, is excited to be a sponsor of Lil Indians Athletics and this exciting matchup. Sobek Fitness is Indiana's only open-floor gym. One step inside and you will realize this is no ordinary gym. Sobek has the largest selection of equipment to choose from, including plate-loaded machines and plate select machines. Whether you are a seasoned veteran or new to a gym, Sobek has the equipment for your needs. Call Sobek Fitness to join, 724-801-8170, or check them out online at sobekfitness.com.
Attention veggie lovers! During Lent, Vocelli Pizza has a large spring veggie pizza for just $13.99. This Vocelli Pizza large spring veggie is topped with olives, fresh tomatoes, mushrooms, red onions, and green peppers that are grown locally at Yarnick's Farm Market. Yarnick's is recognized for superior quality and freshness. This is a great combination. Vocelli Pizza's large spring veggie pizza Lenten offer for just $13.99, topped with olives, tomatoes, mushrooms, red onions, and green peppers from Yarnick's Farm Market. Hurry, offer ends April 20th.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Indiana's premier fitness facility, Sobek Fitness, is excited to be a sponsor of Little Indians Athletics and this exciting matchup. Sobek Fitness is Indiana's only open-floor gym. One step inside and you will realize this is no ordinary gym. Sobek has the largest selection of equipment to choose from, including plate-loaded machines and plate select machines. Whether you are a seasoned veteran or new to a gym, Sobek has the equipment for your needs. Call Sobek Fitness to join, 724-801-8170, or check them out online at sobekfitness.com.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Penn Mechanical Group would like to wish the Indiana baseball and softball teams the best of luck. Penn Mechanical Group, a full-service contractor for the energy, civil construction, and utility industries, are looking for talented, hard-working individuals for their team. PMG has current positions that need to be filled for. Heavy equipment mechanic, equipment operator, service rig, wireline operator, CDL, Class A and B, rig moving operations. They want to talk to you. Home base is right here in Indiana. Apply online at PennMechanicalGroup.com. Go Indians!